Hello and welcome to the Ginger Geek Show. So today I'm talking about a movie I just recently saw of Killing Gunther, written, directed and starring by Tilling Killam, a star of Saturday Night Live, a programme I couldn't care less about nowadays. I think that show just went right downhill personally, but also starring this movie is a certain little big star, or I guess some would maybe say was a big star, of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I'll tell you right now, even though the poster suggests and many of the marketing suggests that he is the main star, that is not the case in the actual movie. It's weird. I get it in terms of marketing wise that yes, he is the biggest star in the movie until you watch the movie, and yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't appear until over an hour into the movie. But I'll kind of say right now, actually, I do think his stuff is probably the best stuff in the movie. But I'll just quickly talk about the actual kind of, what's the whole kind of thing about this movie. So, it's a group of hitmen that are kind of fed up of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character of Gunther, because simply, obviously, he's taking their jobs and they're not getting, obviously, there's those jobs to kill those people. So, they decide that they're going to get these group of people, which I've got to actually say, I actually do think, I got to give it to Taron of creating these characters that I actually felt had quite a lot of characterization to them, and there is certain characters, I'm not going to spoil it, but they obviously do die during the film, and a couple of it was a bit like, oh, that's a little bit of a shame, to be honest, because I was actually starting to quite like these characters, and I think they actually did quite a good job in kind of, you know, getting to like these characters. I think they did it quite well, and the humour is at times. I like some of the humour. I don't know why, but I really laughed at. There's a great line, I think personally, when they need to get weapons and they do a little pun on pure imagination with ammunition, and I don't know why, I just laughed so much at that kind of bit for me personally. But you know, overall, it's not the longest of movies either. It's less than an hour and a half, and as I say, Schwarzenegger doesn't appear until over an hour, so he really isn't in the movie long. But what we do get of Schwarzenegger, I kind of felt like, oh, I'm actually quite enjoying this, because for me, some of the best stuff of Schwarzenegger is actually some of his comedies, even though he's supposed to be this big action icon. I actually quite like a lot of his old comedy movies. Jingle All the Way, Kindergarten Cop, Junior Twins, you know, they're actually really quite good little movies there. And I think that's what's good about Schwarzenegger. He can do the comedy quite well. That's always the kind of difference between Stallone and Schwarzenegger. For me, always personally, Stallone can never do the comedy well. But then Schwarzenegger does struggle, I think, doing the series. Well, Stallone could do series really damn well. But keeping obviously to this movie, the style, for someone who's not seen this movie, I would tell them that this does have quite the feel of a Taika Waititi film. Obviously, who done movies of What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People, which I love those films. I think they're absolutely great. When I first time saw them, I thought they were really fantastic. And I think that's a good way to kind of describe this movie. It does have that kind of mockumentary kind of style, especially more to the, obviously, What We Do in the Shadows has that more kind of, the style within this movie. And I overall, I quite like the kind of the style that they went for. And as I say, I'm more watching this movie as a Schwarzenegger fan. I am a huge Arnie fan, and I'm more watching it in that kind of point of view, not necessarily as an overall, I guess, maybe movie. Because I would tell you right now, a lot of people will probably not particularly like this movie, and I think a lot of people will kind of watch it and go, no, I didn't like that. And then there might be some folk like myself that just enjoy, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. They might be quite like, oh no, I actually did quite enjoy that. This movie is really going to be more a matter of taste, I think, than just overall just what you kind of feel about a movie, because you ain't going to get much into this movie. There isn't much, but overall, yeah, you know, I enjoyed this movie. You know, it's as I said, it's a wee movie. It's not long, but I like what. You know, I like some of the characters. I think they did that quite well. Some of the humour works quite well. Action's a bit meh, but that's not the point. It's not, by rights, it's not really an action movie, I guess. It is more focused on the comedy side. So yeah, it's a little bit kind of a mix for me, I guess. But overall, I did like, obviously, when I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger and when he appears, I think the film does quite elevate a bit, which is quite weird to think a little bit, but. But I think he does a good job in some of the scenes. Some of the scenes are hilarious, actually, what he does, and when you find out some of the moments that happens with him I quite enjoy. But yeah, that's just a little bit of kind of review I wanted to do on Killing Gunther, because there's another thing I wanted to talk about in this video, is Arnold Schwarzenegger's upcoming movies. Now, I'm just going to say right now, this is going to be a bit of a mix with this these picks that I have right now, because I've tried to get as much information really as I can on these upcoming movies. If it was either on IMDb or maybe even Wikipedia, just kind of anything to get is kind of just try to see what he's maybe kind of what he's kind of got. So a lot of these kind of movies that I have are either being confirmed or they're still actually just rumours. But I kind of wanted to talk about them anyway, because I think there's more on the rumour side a lot of his upcoming movies than actually, you know, they're actually confirmed to get going really. But his first kind of movie, which I'm going to butcher to kind of pronounce the first word, Vai or Vai, or I don't know, Journey to China, is actually a sequel to already established movie, which will actually see him and Jackie Chan together, even though they're not actually the main stars. I don't know, but I would actually like to see an actual solo movie of Jackie Chan and Schwarzenegger together. I think that would actually be pretty fantastic, to be honest. But I couldn't tell you much about this movie. I looked at some of the information up, and it looks like Schwarzenegger is not going to have a huge role. It's more going to be a more of a supporting, even if that, even lower than that really, probably more of an extended cameo like Killing Gunther probably. But yeah, it's more going to be on the kind of that side, I think, for that one. And next up, it was a movie that I've been seeing him for quite a wee bit, and it's actually got quite an interest to me, because out of everything I have of a list of these upcoming movies, it's the only one that's actually by rights either not a sequel or kind of like just not, you know, with someone else, I guess if you want to say. This is all on his own, and I kind of like the sound of it's called Blanco, the film, and it's got this kind of it's supposed to be a thriller as well. So it's more on the side that I would actually quite like to see him do, because he's not done many kind of on his own like big action movies of kind of late. You know, you've got The Last Stand, which I did enjoy actually, to be fair, and Sabotage, which also I did quite enjoy. He's only got like a couple. He's tried to do the series thing, but I would like to have him do like a right good action thriller, and this is kind of sounding quite the case here. The only information I could find on it was an IMDb, which stated, a former naval officer is forced into piloting a narco submarine for a Mexican drug cartel looking to move a big load of cocaine. Now that sounds quite interesting to me, that one actually, that film, with also kind of thriller kind of theme to it. It sounded quite exciting actually, to be honest, that wee movie. I think it could be something quite interesting, something maybe hopefully kind of different for Schwarzenegger. And next I've got The Triplets. This has also been a film that's been talked about for some time by Schwarzenegger himself, and only kind of recently we've actually had some information on it. Obviously the information we've had for quite some time is definitely that Schwarzenegger's coming back, Danny DeVito will be back, and there will be a third sibling, which will actually be Eddie Murphy, and I quite like this idea. I think it actually sounds quite fun and interesting. And we actually finally, only just quite recently, Arnold Schwarzenegger did actually kind of give out some recent information that he's been told, which is, I had a conversation yesterday with my agent and he said the script will be finished in 14 days. Ivan Reitman is extremely happy with what he's seen so far. He just wants to make a few more tweaks, so that's music to my ears. I think sometime beginning of next year we can shoot the movie. To which he also said, everyone is happy to do this movie. So yeah, Schwarzenegger sounds pretty into this movie actually, to be honest, and by the sounds of that he's talking about, so is many others, and I'm quite looking forward to it as well. And next up that I have is obviously The Legend of Conan. Now this has been a movie that's been very much rumoured for quite some time that he's been wanting to do. In fact, it's actually been rumoured probably since when the movie came out a long time ago, because obviously teased the whole idea of an older Conan, and I quite like that idea, and a lot of people quite like that idea. Hopefully it might kind of happen, because by right now Schwarzenegger is the perfect age and he looks perfect for to do that role now. It all kind of makes sense really. And lastly, it's Terminator 6. Now this actually has been confirmed, and it'll be actually starting filming of next year in March, I think, around that kind of time, and it should hopefully be coming out in 2019. I don't know why I say should, because I don't know if I'm actually 100% bothered about this whole thing, but I guess James Cameron is now back, I guess, even though he's not directing. It's just, I feel a bit kind of like, am I done with Terminator? A little bit, yeah, but apparently they're not going to, it's not going to be a follow-up of Genesis, it's going to be a complete kind of cut of the third one, and Salvation I guess as well. In Genesis they're going to completely cut that, and it's going to set straight after the second one apparently. So that could be good, because apparently Linda Hamilton is coming back, so you know, if they're going down that route, I might be actually quite into this. It sounds kind of interesting. So yeah, that was his upcoming movies there. It's a little bit, not really much of a mix. It's mostly just sequels that he hasn't done in like 30 odd years, really. So I'm still holding out for an Expendables 4, hopefully, here's hoping. But yeah, that was my kind of review on Killing Gunther, as well as talking about his upcoming movies. That was something I was really kind of wanted to talk about, really. So yeah, what did you guys think? Comment down below, let me know. What did you think of Killing Gunther, if you've seen it? What do you want to see, actually? That's a question I want to kind of put out. What would you like to see for an upcoming movie of Arnold Schwarzenegger? I would love to know. So until then, see you later.